I just wanna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. Okay, so welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, hello. That was so obnoxious. Hello. Good morning, Claudia. Good morning, Kathy. So right now I'm going to do a short ClairTarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers, Cancer. We know you all be having some cross watchers. So the ClairTarot reading is actually going to serve as the basis for the energetic work I'm going to do for Cancer later on in this life. So, oh, Kathy, how did I should have known that you're Cancer. Hello, Yellow Puke Road. Hello, LaShawn. Good morning, Billy. Hi, Melissa. Champagne is here. Hi, Zephyr. You guys, oh my gosh. Just so y'all know, I got some of the components that I curated for the protection kits, and the room smells like a sanctuary. I'm not even joking. It's all over the house at this point. It's all over the house. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. As a matter of fact, my kids have a tendency to be all like spastastic like me. And when I opened some of the packages yesterday, my kids smelled some of the stuff. They didn't ask me what's going on, but they calmed the hell down. This is what it was. They calmed down. They were just like, I like that, Mommy. That's right, demons. Leave the children alone. I'm joking. My kids don't have a demon problem. But they are very sensitive to smells and energies, and they definitely responded very well. Very, very well to some of the items that I slathered on myself. All right, Cancer. Let's see. Let's pull you a card. Ooh, shoot. After the storm. Y'all have been through a lot. Cancer, you guys have been through so much in the past few months, especially. Actually, most of 2018, you were going through some shit. And in the past few months, it really escalated. And it came really close to making you feel beyond broken. But look, after the storm, you still have your integrity intact. You still have your divinity. Your wisdom is helping you to fly away from situations that no longer serve your growth. So that's a big, big thing. Right, Kathy, a lot of shit. Caps lock on the shit. So let's get you some clarifier cards. And that's card number 1. You're back at square one. You know, you're starting over with your perceptions of who you are, your perceptions of what that circumstance was and what it meant for you, how it was going to grow you. So let's get you some clarifier cards. Let's see. Good thing Cancer has that shell, because that kept you together. You have that natural protection keeping you together. Okay, one more. Oh, so people were trying to teach me how to shuffle. I still can't do it. I can't help the death grip. It's like that. Is that how it goes? Oh my God, that's how it goes. It took me 3 years to figure It took me 3 years to figure that shit out. I'm not even joking. That's how you shuffle. Is that how you shuffle? Oh my God, Melissa! Oh, wow. Holy shit. I'm not even joking. I've been trying since 2016. And I've just been like, how the fuck are these? I'm not joking. I was really like, okay. That just goes to show you don't have to try and control everything. You just let it slide. Right? You just let it slide. Shit. All right. I know how ridiculously smart I am. So I have no problem being honest about moments where I'm not as smart as I could be. Holy shit, Cancer, you have all the swords. Oh my God, are you at war? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Son of Swords, Father of Swords, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. Cancer. Did we not just did we not have a good day yesterday? Okay. This is for the beginning portion of March, all the way up through to the 14th. Okay, so Son of Swords, very charismatic, very charming young man, Father of Swords. And then it feels as though the cycle returns back to talking shit about you, back to treating you poorly, back to trying to blind you from the truth. And you're like, you know what? We can go at this time. This time I'm not backing down. This time I'm not staying quiet. This time I'm gonna fuck shit up. Nine of Pentacles. The angels are flanking all corners of your being. They're not letting this happen again. Okay? They're not letting this happen again. If you find yourself repeating that cycle that you thought was just finished, stand up for yourself because the angels are protecting you. They're flanking all of your sides. They are not allowing this cycle to happen again. And you fly away from that with your dignity intact. This is not about ego. This is about understanding what you deserve and recognizing when you're treated in a way that you don't deserve. You know? I'm so glad and beautiful for you, Kathy. That makes me really happy. That makes me really, really happy. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. First, I'm going to show. Oh my God. How the fuck did that take me 3 years to figure that out? I don't get how that took me 3 years to figure that out. It did take me 6 years to figure out how to raise a scooter. Not even joking. 6 years. Progress, though. Progress. Let me do a couple more cards. It feels like there's another message coming through for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers for the first couple weeks. See, Judgment. Your energy is tied. Okay. These other individuals that are part of the equation that continue to try and reestablish this cycle of not so good things with you, you're tied to them. They're helping you to learn lessons that no one else can help you learn. So if you're feeling judged, remember, you are tied to them. You are entangled. Okay? They are gifting you with opportunities to grow in ways that no one else can help you grow. So just recognize that. Recognize that you are very divinely protected, that it's okay for you to go ahead and start standing up for yourself. You don't have to keep biting your tongue. They're going to continue trying to do that cycle, but you know what? You don't have to partake in that. You don't have to partake in that. It can be as simple as, you know what? You're doing things again. Let me know when you're finished with your cycle, and then we can reestablish contact when you're done. But for now, I'm not part of this. This is your lesson to learn. I've already learned my part. You can learn your part without me there. Because they're not seeking to understand you. They're not seeking to grow with you. Okay? They're not. They're not. They have their own cycles, their own things that they have to learn, and we have to begin separating ourselves from that entanglement. You're not going to completely separate yourself because of the fact that they're teaching you something. But you have to also recognize, see these strings? They don't just combine all four all the time. Some strings involve only two people and not the other two. Some strings only involve specific players. But at the end of the day, everything is tangled together. But you have to remember, not all lessons need the participation of all the players. Okay. And I think if you do that, and, you know, hold them accountable for their decisions, let them know, like, this is your cycle. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to take it personal that you're struggling to learn your lessons. But at the same time, I'm also not going to participate because this is not my lesson. This is yours to learn. If you need assistance, you need to verbalize that instead of lashing out at me. Okay. And really don't take it personal, because some people, they have a hard time learning their lessons and they don't recognize that. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your worth, what you deserve. That's completely separate. And if you recognize that, you'll be able to really be a part of that circumstance, detached emotionally, and still be very happy, very healthy. And, you know, it works out better that way. It really, really does. I had to do that recently, where I recognized, this is your cycle. This is not mine. I already finished my part in this cycle. You're doing this by yourself. Okay. If you don't want to verbalize the ways in which I can assist you, you're learning this on your own. I'm not participating. You can't force me to participate. And these are just internal conversations you can have between your higher self and their higher self. You don't have to necessarily become very combative and confrontational. Some circumstances might require it. Okay. So, Kathy, make sure that if you do call her out this go around, don't do it in a combative way. Just very calmly, I recognize what's going on and I'm not going to participate in it. If you would like to speak to me when you're done having an emotional breakdown, let me know. I'll be open to communicating, but I'm not open to combat. That's not what I'm about. Not anymore. You don't get to pull me back to that place. I've grown from there and you don't get to pull me back. So that's really, like, you know, to me, how is someone going to argue with that? Like, I'm open to speaking with you. I'm not open to childish combat. They can't really argue with that. They tend to feel really, like, stupid for behaving that way. And it opens the door for grown-up communication. It really, really does. So, Cancer, I'm going to just ask your higher selves if my assessment is accurate. Okay, so higher self does agree. What this energetic work that I'm going to do for you guys right now, what it's going to do is really, really support and amplify your sense of loyalty, but it's going to shift it. The sense of loyalty first is directed at your soul. Okay, Cancers are very much about family, about loyalty, and we have to recognize, Cancer, we are part of that group we need to be loyal to. It's not everyone else but us that we have to be loyal to. So first and foremost, your loyalty must go to your soul. The needs of your soul must always, always, always come before the preference of a human mind. Okay? Human mind doesn't always understand exactly what the soul has planned, and that's okay. It's not meant to always understand. It's meant to question. That's how we grow. But the soul knows what it needs, and we're going to go ahead and honor the needs of soul before the preferences of a human mind. So if you are in alignment with the work that I do, please close your eyes and breathe very, very deep and slow. If you've never experienced group energetic work with me, please know that my higher self will always honor your sovereignty. The energy will not enter your space without permission from your higher self. So breathe very deep and slow. Okay, Cancers, I detected some sort of anomaly left of your 9th chakra, base of skull, top of neck area. It looks as though there's a thinning in that general area, and that thinning can definitely predispose you to being susceptible to interference from parasitic beings. Okay, so with permission from your higher selves, and this won't occur for you if your higher self does not give me permission. I'm going to ask the higher selves for permission first. I'd like to fortify that area so that you don't get interference, parasitic interference. And what I'm most concerned about is with the lessons that you're learning as a collective zodiac whole, parasitic interference would cause you to not recognize when you're being pulled back into someone else's cycle. Okay, it would encourage you to participate in mutual combat, basically, and you've grown from that. You don't need to return to it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, ask the higher selves. Okay, so for the ones that gave permission, I'm going to go ahead and fortify this area. You might start to feel very mild, gentle pressure and tingles, okay? Backside of the left of your head and left shoulder area. All right, how do you guys feel? Nailene, anyone can look at this. Sometimes people who aren't part of that zodiac, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, end up watching it, and it's because their higher self is guiding them to receive that message. These messages are pretty much universal messages. If it resonates with you, it's probably for you as well. These are general readings, and if it resonates, it's probably meant to be a part of your awareness. You're welcome, Zephyr. So how's everyone feeling? Oh, you're very combative when it comes to not understanding. That has to do with a need for control. Control. I've found personally the need to control, and most of the time, the need to understand is a symptom presentation of a need for control. The need for control stems from fear. It stems from the opposite, a feeling of no control, a feeling of no worth, no power. And once you begin to recognize how powerful you actually are without trying, your need to control and understand will really dissipate. Okay. You're welcome, Aileen. Ooh, Jessica got warm. Good. Billy feels calm and at peace. So you guys, you're welcome to watch this as many times as you need. You can fast forward to the energetic portion if you want. The energy, the coding is recorded in the video. So you can definitely have a little top me up anytime you want. Just rewatch the video, fast forward to the energetic portion, and you'll be able to get a nice little pick me up for that particular work. So if this resonated with you, please do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my page, and join me in a few minutes. I'm going to continue with the energetic work for the other zodiac signs. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.